Alrighty, and welcome my YouTube goblins again to us doing some streaming stuff, some excellent things that involve us, you know, doing what we do. We're literally starting off same as last time. For me, it's only been like 30 seconds. For you, it's been like at least 2 days, because that's how quickly I put these guys out. Kind of thing. Hoping we get at least a few days worth out of today. Really? Geeky? Oh. So something Geeky didn't know, our Geeky Gerblin, is that the little dots on dice are called pips, which is why my channel points on Twitch are called pips. Can you just imagine, like, for those of you who have several thousand of my channel points, just imagine how many dice it would take to, like, actually have that number of pips. Just take a moment and appreciate that. And now appreciate the fact that I'm not making you own that many dice. It's a good feeling. Loyler puts out a good thing. Like, it's not that I would gladly make anybody own that number of dice. It's that I would gladly own that number of dice. I would flood my house with dice. There would be a 2-foot layer of pointy dice rolly things that I would absolutely love to own, of various colors, shapes, sizes, different types, because you can have like the crystal roll ones, which are really neat, versus just the regular dodecahedra and like the geometric shapes. You can actually have like these crystal roll ones that are really cool. They're little ball ones that are awesome. Yeah, there's so many different shapes. There's even one that I saw, like, people have been doing, not fully balanced, unfortunately, because it's really hard to balance a shape that isn't perfectly symmetrical, but they've been doing different styles of dice for different D&D characters. Like for a warlock, they have these little skull dice that you roll them, and it's really good. It's good. It's cool. I've been enjoying them at the very least. But yeah, so that is yeah, the little dots and dice are called pips, and that's awesome. I don't did you was it just because the channel points are called pips that you decided to figure out what they were, or were you trying to see if I was making a reference by calling my channel points pips? Because I am, and it's not just the dice. It is actually a reference to a Wheel of Time character, one of my favorite Wheel of Time characters, who's an absolute awesome person who is a gambler. Yeah, and he loves gambling so much, he loves dice so much, he actually names his favorite horse after pips. After dice pips. It's really good. So I figured, why not pay just a little bit of homage to one of my favorite characters from the Wheel of Time, which I know I'm really excited for. They still haven't announced a full release date of the Wheel of Time, or even a partial release date, I should say, of the Wheel of Time Amazon TV show, but they have been showing off 2 characters, which I'm really, really stoked for. I need about 167 six-sided dice to make up all of the points that Geeky controls right now. That's fair. So, yeah, all the characters in that novel do get fucked up in one way or another. Although the least fucked up one is actually my favorite, because you consider everything that he goes through. He goes through the least amount of turmoil and stress, I think. I mean, that's not even fair, because he does go through an awful lot of it in the middle, but by the end, he's got himself figured out pretty good. Whereas the other 2 take forever to actually figure themselves out fully. Kind of thing. And even in the end, one of them doesn't really quite manage it. Well, 2 of them, the 2 of them don't really quite manage it. One of them is probably never going to manage it at all. That's just part of his charm. So that was totally a thing. Yeah. But we've seen so far Moraine and Lan have their characters kind of spoiled for us. And if it continues, we should actually see one of the 3 boys or one of the 2 girls actually spoiled in the next month or so, unless of course they start speeding up, which I'm really excited to see, like the actor they actually cast as Rand al'Thor. Well, I know. What I'm saying is I'm really excited to see how he acts in the role being cast as Rand al'Thor. Because, like, obviously we already know what he looks like. We know the actor's name already. But that can change drastically depending on, you know, the different kinds of makeup they apply, how he actually stands and acts and portrays himself as Rand al'Thor, which, don't even get me started. I wonder if he's actually going to try and pull off the bumbling farm boy thing for a little while before he goes into, like, super awesome heroics, or if he's just going to be like that arrogant thing right from the start. Like, who knows how he's going to try to play it, and I'm pretty stoked for that. But, yeah, so we've seen the 2, right? He does need to be clumsy at the very beginning, like, so clumsy. But... oh my god, Tricky Bat, why? Tricky Bat, why you tricky? But we don't know if that's actually going to be the case, right? Because it is an adaptation, and it's going to be done as faithfully as possible by Brandon Sanderson, who actually finished off the last 3 novels for Robert Jordan, because Robert Jordan unfortunately passed away before he could finish. But I'll be honest, Brandon Sanderson has become one of my favorite authors for his various series that revolve around his Cosmo verse, like his entire... body of works, except for those that he finished for Robert Jordan, exist in the same multiverse, and it's really cool. There's actually a character that ties a lot of that stuff together that you meet in every... you don't always know that you're meeting him until afterwards you look back and, oh yeah, that's this guy. That's totally him. But he's always in the books. So, it's fantastic. So, if you have the opportunity to read one, I would highly recommend any Brandon Sanderson novel. Super good. Especially his new one, The Stormlight Archive. There we go. Which is what he considers to be his magnum opus. It is like his biggest, best work kind of thing. And I'm not going to disagree. His Stormlight Archive is amazing. He took everything he learned from balancing all the different characters in Wheel of Time, because trust me, there were a lot of different characters that needed to have a lot of arcs resolved, and he managed to like tie almost all of it together, finish up all the loose ends that even most of the readers, some of the most prolific readers, didn't know about. He managed to still tie all that together, and it was really, really well done. So you actually see you can see the market improvement, because you can see his early stuff like the Mistborn trilogy, and then you see his later stuff, which is the Stormlight Archive. Like I said, he considers it to be it's his magnum opus. It's his prettiest work kind of thing. It's the same way that like the Dark Tower series was for Stephen King. It's his this is his baby. This is something he's been thinking about for years and years and years, and he's finally being able to do it. The thing is, if he had never done the Wheel of Time series, I don't think he ever would have had the chance to do his magnum opus, because it revolves around these huge books. I don't know if I have any I can just pull out. I don't think so. But each one is larger than even the largest Wheel of Time book. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's the benefit to having my library right behind me. So this is the first one, The Way of Kings, the first Stormlight Archive. Like, look at that. And it's not big font. It's all tiny font, but you can't see it. It's all tiny font. All of it is small font. It's just, it's ridiculous. And thanks, Geeky. I hope you have a fantastic day. You don't have to apologize for leaving. Just thanks for coming at all. It's been awesome to have you on. I've spent most of this video just like grinding and talking about Brandon Sanderson. Actually, his next novel should be coming out relatively soon. I am super excited to see that, because I was under the impression that the Stormlight Archive was only a trilogy. So when I got to the end of the third one, I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid. I haven't read, this is only like a quarter of the way through the series. There's so much more to learn. Turns out I was yeah, it's gonna be a few more books, which I'm pretty stoked for. But honestly, Chief, if you want to borrow this amazing thing, sure, I got no problems with it. If I can spread the love, I know you'll love it, because I know that you actually enjoyed the last 3 books relatively well. That were written by Brandon Sanderson. So, like, trust me, the Stormlight Archive is everything that the Wheel of Time was. It is so good. And it starts off with him already having refined his writing to the point of being amazing. There's no stumbling, there's no awkward cliffhanger awfulness. Like, there are cliffhangers, but they're not awful cliffhangers. So, overall, I'd say it's honestly, it's the fact that the Stormlight Archives is not already being discussed as some sort of movie or book deal is a crime. Straight up, that's my opinion on it. It is amazing. You will be hard pressed to find a better fantasy series released this century, kind of thing. I know the century's young; we're only 21 years in, but still, it stands. Every time that one of his books has come out for the Stormlight Archive, it's been my book of the year. And as you can see behind me, what you don't see is, like, a lot of these shelves are double stacked, except for this one up here. It's actually my Magic card shelf. It's where I store my decks. But a lot of these things are double stacked, full of books. I read a lot of them. But yeah, no, Brandon Sanderson, you do good work. I'm aware he's never going to see this, but I'm just saying, does good work. But yeah, so I don't even know where to go from there. Like, I'm just super excited to talk with Brandon Sanderson. It's really, I don't know. Loyler's actually reading her way through the Wheel of Time right now, and she's on the, I want to say, 4th book, 3rd book or 4th book. 4th book, yeah. So she's been reading that, and she's actually getting really into it again because she just learned a little bit more about the ale, which I'm aware is not how the pronunciation guy says to pronounce it, but I am an English speaker, unfortunately, and that's how I will pronounce it.
That's how I pronounce it, so it doesn't make fun of me, but
yeah. Which is one of those things where it's really fun to take a look through Robert Jordan's works and, like, have somebody read them for the first time and have them try to pronounce stuff without looking at the pronunciation guide. Because, like, you like genuinely, you need a pronunciation guide for, like, half of the fantastical creatures, positions, kingdoms, people in that book. Like, yeah, pretty much the only, like, exotic character who you don't need a name pronunciation guide for is Lan, because it's 3 letters. And the only reason that we know that it's pronounced Lan and not Lane is because there's actually a character named Lane, so we know it's Lan. But, like, take Moiraine, for example. Moiraine. Go ahead and try to spell it. Not you, Chief. You know how it's spelled. But yeah. Yup. Now that you've had a chance to spell it, Moirane. Raine. Moiraine. Where's the W? Huh? Or try spelling Myrddraal. Yeah. Go for it. I'm not going to spell it on stream because I will get it wrong because I forget how to spell it all the time. But that's how you pronounce it. It's Myrddraal. Or Dragoon. That one's a little easier. There's just a hidden H. Don't worry about it. Like, just, some of the pronunciation and, like, the Amerlin seat. You know, Or like the people from Tyr. Yep. You can go ahead and guess what they're called. They're called Terrans. But not spelled like you think. I don't know, it's just super weird. Some of the things they came up with are mishmashes of different cultures, which is really cool. But the pronunciation guide is absolutely necessary because a lot of the names that he makes up are just, why? I just realized we've been grinding this entire time, and I'm not even sure if it's still necessary. Like, I know it's necessary for Herschel, or Haschel. Herschel's The Walking Dead. Jesus, get it in my head. But it's necessary for Haschel. I'm not sure if it's necessary for Lavitz at all. I don't know. Could be that I'm just punching things for no reason other than to punch things. Which, I mean, it is an RPG. Typically, you punch things for no other reason than you need to punch things. Although we are just a bit over 1,125 away from affording our first God tier item, which is always good. But yeah, let's take a look at our additions because we haven't done that in a long time. Burning Rush. Okay, yeah, we're still stuck there. Gust of Wind Dance is just about halfway done. And Double Punch is not the best. It's 110%. That's I think weaker than, yeah, literally weaker than any other edition I have. Yeah, so 46 out of 60 is not bad. We're halfway there, which is better than we were. Obviously. It's like literally this is going to be 2 videos of me just talking for half an hour and stabbing things and interacting with people who you can't see. Sorry, folks. But at least it'll be something. Because, I mean, I've been actually feeling pretty bad about slacking on the YouTube videos. Like, I've said that before. I've said that last episode. For me, it was like 20 minutes ago. But yeah. Anyway, are you guys excited for Mass Effect? Because I am super stoked. Mass Effect is going to be one of those things, like I said, I think it's probably going to take over the vast majority of my stream for a little while. It's kind of like, I don't know, Mass Effect was a really big thing when I was in high school. I played it a lot. A lot. And I'm hoping that I actually get to relive some of that because I've tried going back to play it before. Not recently, not within 4 or 5 years. But Andromeda just kind of killed it for me. Andromeda was not one that I enjoyed. It was too, and I get it, to a certain degree, most games are essentially rinse repeat. You do the same action over and over again. But that's the little things, right? The big things always change, you know. The reason you're doing things changes based on how far you've gotten into the story. But for me, Andromeda just never felt that. I never felt that change. I never felt that, oh yes, I'm accomplishing a goal. I felt all right, here's another one. Okay, here's another one. Okay, like, it was never this exciting finale or this exciting climax. It was just okay. All right, yeah, sure, that's fine. We're cool. Yeah, whatever. Move on. So Andromeda kind of killed the Mass Effect series for me. I think it was the same for a lot of people, especially with the amount of glitches it came out with. My first playthrough ever was on PC. And the reason I stopped playing was not because I was uninterested in the game, because at the time I'd only ever done the one planet. But the very first planet you go to, if you did 200% terramorphing, it spawns this creature, this massive fuck off techno squid. But I started fighting him, and his health wasn't going down. I'm like, okay, he just has a lot, whatever. Half an hour later, because I have patience, half an hour later his health still hadn't decreased. I'm like, obviously there's just something going on here. So I pause and I think about it. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'll try doing like specific actions to target different parts of his body so I do damage. I can see the numbers. I can see that, oh yeah, you're doing 100, you're doing 200, you're doing 100. That's fine. But his health was not changing at all. So I looked it up online. I'm like, well, there's no specific strategies or anything. And then I came across this bug where, yeah, no, if you customized your eye color to blue, which I did in that game, the first boss glitches. That boss glitches and you can't kill it. You have to restart, wipe fresh, do a new file. It's like, really? Really? Was that necessary? So that got patched out. After that, I tried playing again. It was fine. But it kept turning the atmosphere purple. And by that, I mean, like, I'd be walking around and the sky would be this nice, clear, blue kind of thing, and then all of a sudden it'd be purple. Like, I could see nothing but purple around myself. And, like, it highlighted stones and enemies. It was just this flat purple. No depth, no awesome color. But, yeah. Well, hello, Abby. How is your fantastic day today? Sounds like you've been busy. Also, there's a Daisy. Like, literally, you guys can't see her, but she's right... There we go. You see a tail. It's in my face. She says hi. Daisy, please don't jump on the collectible shelf. It's more expensive than you are. Yeah, I don't care if you're a living being. That's a very pricey shelf. That sounds terrible, but it's not my cat. So, you just gonna chill? You gonna try and wreck some books? Is that what you're gonna do? Certainly trying to wreck my keyboard. Not laptop keyboard, PC keyboard. Oh, please don't do that. I'm just gonna stop you right there. All right, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna jump up on the shelf with glass things and pointy knives and things. We're not gonna do that. Mm-mm. Oh, that's fair, Abby. You're allowed to be busy. No, you must always be here worshiping me during my streams. Obviously, that's what I demand from all of my followers. It's unconditional worship. Yes. Also, gotta say super congrats to Obelix6, twitch.tv/Obelix6. Totally got affiliate last night. It's been a little while, but he's totally made it, and it's fantastic. He got a lot of followers really, really quickly in the last little bit here, so it's awesome. Yeah, I know, Avi, you're my devil. That's what you are. But super huge shit out. I need to actually start learning different mods and stuff for the stream so I can do shit out commands and stuff. I can't actually do it while I'm playing this game because the moment I tab out at all, it crashes every time. And that's just part of what I'm using to run it. That's right, you punch him in the dick, Hashel. I do have hockey set up, which is... I just need to like macro them to my mouse, like, hey, here, command, shout out. I accidentally deleted like the main profile off my mouse yesterday. I had to completely redo it. That was fun. That was great. It was amazing. Yes, Daisy, I'm here. You are here. What would you like? So Daisy's actually out of the room, which is where we usually keep her to prevent the other cats from getting at her. But the other cats are outside right now because they're outdoor cats sometimes. But she's just chilling, trying to knock the camera off the top of my laptop. I'm surprised we can't see her tail right now. I've already asked you not to go up there, huh? No, we're not doing that today. Did someone break into your car, Chief? Let's just put you on the ground, okay? Oh, Daisy, please don't do that. That is not stable. You will probably die. What is it with cats, like, trying their best to hurt themselves on objects by jumping up onto them? Also, Chief, sorry to hear you got broken into. I mean, I know you probably haven't been using your car a whole lot recently, but that still sucks balls. Sorry I'm getting distracted by the cat. I'm just worried because she's doing something silly. Alright, sorry guys. One sec, real quick. No, you don't need to go back there. So to all those of you who are curious as to what I mean by double stacked books, I mean that Daisy is currently hiding behind my books on top of my other books right now, like a jerk, just in the way.
I figured out a way to have her down here without the cats coming down. Do you want me to put it back?
Alright, so give me a second, guys. I gotta rescue a cat who's pushing all of my books off the shelf. Yes, I am aware you are fat and adorable right now, but that is not okay.
You're gonna knock them all out.
I can't get her out without knocking them out. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, get out of there.
Come here. That's not a place for a kitty.
On the plus side, folks, she has revealed to me something that I've been missing for a little while, which is like going to be proof of how devoted I am to this game. Because I have an item you can't get anymore for this, unless you spend a fair bit of money on Amazon. Prima's official strategy guide for the Legend of Dragoon. From way back when. Oh my god, I have not seen this in forever. I've been using the online, the online PDF, but... Also, Chief, Jesus, like... He got broken into. That's rough, man. I mean, at least like you were saying, they didn't really get much because, like you haven't really used your car a whole lot, and most of your valuables are in collectibles inside your house. So, yeah, it's good they got nothing. I'm just amazed that, like, yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't lose anything, my friend. It's a really weird way to end off a YouTube video, talking about a car being broken into. I mean, I'm also just very excited about this. It's good. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, she's fine. I just don't... Sorry, 1 second. It's just that she keeps trying to hop on the shelf or hop up there, and I'm like, I am not letting you up there on the collectible shelf. So... it is not worth 50 to 100. If you take a look at the raggedy ass condition it's in, because I actually used it a whole lot as a kid. Yeah, it's not worth that much anymore. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of money for a $10 thing. Oh, no. Car's dead. It's just that your battery needs a boost? Well, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna finish up this battle real quick. Then we will discuss things to rescue the chief and to help. We must rescue Chief. Alright. I do need to heal up just... I don't have to heal. There's a spring right next to me. Literally doing that whole thing where I can go heal on it for free. I don't need to worry about that. We're gonna do a stabbing. We're gonna do some more stabbing. I do like how Ashley gets 2 in a row. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to say thank you to YouTube folks for watching. Have an excellent day, my goblins. It is a glorious day to have a good day on, and hopefully I see you in just a little bit. Bye for now.